Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Nice. Everybody get to Kirtan. Okay. Hare Krishna, Dharmesh ji.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
आपने ढूंढ लिया हमको।
दंडवत प्रणाम।
कैसे मैं पता चला? पूरा लिस्ट में से ढूंढना पड़ता है ना?
किसको प्रभु जी?
आज क्लास को, आज चैतन्य चरितमृत नहीं ना, भक्ति वृक्ष है, आपने ढूंढ लिया।
हाँ प्रभु जी। वो ढूंढना पड़ता है।
अरे, who is presenting? अरे रे रे। So we are reading Bhagavatam. So whenever we do any study, my request is, because together time is limited, so we do only summary study. But when you get time, you can sit and read the same thing through the whole week. You can read it in full purport. Now we are reading about Ajamila Vyakhyana, which comes part of 6th canto. And you can go there and you see that we are in Ajamila delivered by the Vishnudutas. So you can, I'm avoiding the shlokas, but there is so much thing in shloka, word meaning, translation, explanation. If this portion also you want to read, you can read directly. Okay, which another one? Where, which look, anybody? Who is the CR of the class? किधर तक हो गया था भाई कल? Anybody can help me?
34, I think, Prabhuji.
We were in text 43, Prabhuji.
43 onwards, yeah, Prabhuji.
43.
Thank you.
43.
Thank you.
After 43, we have to read.
See, somebody can do the service. What you should do is that in a simple Excel sheet, who can do the service? Simple Excel sheet, date, what all we discussed. This date, 1, 2, 3 topic. This date, 1, 2, 3 topics. So anytime I want to look back, I know this group, I have not done this, I will remember this. Can anybody do this service?
Okay, Prabhuji. Myself, Rupali, I will do it.
Okay, so you understand what you have my email ID?
Yes. I had mailed you last week also regarding the Prahlad and all that we have done till where.
Now what you can do,
Yeah.
you can, somebody made for me like maintain like an Excel sheet, or whichever way possible. Or if you're writing normal, then just paragraph after paragraph you can do. Whichever way is convenient to you. The date wise, this date we did that, this date we did that. So that way we will remain totally in control. Okay?
Done.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
So that will be very nice. It helps a lot, otherwise we are directly ready. Chalo. Okay, now. So 43rd we did. We did this much. He gave up his body.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, still so much is remaining. Yeah. Okay, now who likes to read today? Om Namo Bhagavate Va. All of you, do you know Prabhupada Pranam Mantra? I have not taught you this. Actually, I want to develop. Anybody knows a website work and among a team? Nobody knows. I want to make a nice team because see how nicely they develop this way. I want to develop our website. My website, I want to develop nicely. See, this is lying in a skeleton shape, my website. Everything I want, all resources to be there available in the website. We want Bhakti Vriksha, we are searching, no? Everything should be there, all resources. PPTs, people ask PPTs for download and so much, making place where everything is available. Now it's in a very basic structure, but we can make everything available. How beautiful they look, these children. Very innocent students. We had a program in their college. Everybody you can see holding Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, Prabhuji.
This is Alva College. Very innocent, very nice students. So anyway, so we should make a team of 10-15 website designers who do little work and the whole thing is developed because it is organic growth, not one day it happens. Keep developing, but what are resources I can put into the place and people I keep giving little everybody doing and it becomes a beautiful website. Everything is available. Okay, so we start from 44th. Who likes to read? Anybody likes to read? Okay, now Pranam Mantra I wanted. Do you know Prabhupada Pranam Mantra? No. Okay, these are Pranam Mantra. Whenever we begin, always see our culture is to take blessings of Acharyas. Do you understand? So whenever we begin, always we chant some mantras. Who is the person doing? So you can, okay. I do not know how. Now what is happening? People are coming for, I think, 12 WhatsApp groups they are coming. Different groups. I have not made a group for this. I don't know how we proceed. Chalo, let us continue. Okay, this is the first mantra, always we chant. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. You understood this? I offer my obeisance unto my spiritual master to open my eyes which are blinded by the darkness of ignorance with the torchlight of knowledge. What do you feel? We make a unique WhatsApp group for our evening group. What do you say? We are presently in 12.
Yes,
Prabhuji.
better.
Yes.
Presently, we are in
Yes.
12 different WhatsApp groups. All of you are in 12 different groups. What do you feel? We make new group?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Then
Prabhuji.
all the groups, I'll put a link for joining that group. We will say Bhakti Vriksha, Friday, Saturday, 9 to 10, and people will be there so we can share what we are discussing there. We can have question answer discussion among you also because you're all now very serious candidates. So you will have very good group. In the normal group you are in, so much kachara keeps going, all nonsense also comes, correct? We cannot open. Anna? True?
Yes. Yeah.
So I think it's not
True.
a bad idea. There also you can be there and keep teaching all those people something that I don't practice. You have practice. You're also practicing teaching. Like I have to practice something. But I think it's a good idea that I will design a WhatsApp groups for all the 4 Bhakti Vrikshas I have created. I'll create a WhatsApp group. So those who are interested will be directly in that. So reminder really more direct and at least the discussion will go under the proper classroom.
Yes. Yes,
Okay, I'll
Prabhuji.
do that. What do you feel it is needed, all of you?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Maybe you're
Prabhuji.
tired of so many WhatsApp groups. I'm
Yes,
tired.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, it will be little pain for you, but
Yes, so much needed.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that and send a link in all the 12 groups now from you. You're all coming in 12 different groups. Batch 1, batch 2, like that. Heth is going. What happened to him? Okay, so this mantra you should remember. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Okay, I'll put it there. There also I'll make somebody CR of that and then put all these mantras there. This is the first we offer. I respect opposite to my spiritual master who opened my eyes which are blind with the darkness of ignorance and with the torchlight of knowledge. Then Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Sapadamkam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement was taken care by 6 Goswamis after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's departure. They were the direct disciples of Lord Chaitanya, very great devotees. Rupa Goswami, there are so many beautiful books he has written, we will study them. Okay, so always the prayer to Rupa Goswami, when he will give me shelter. Was established in metal word, the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, give me shelter under the lotus feet. This is Mangalarchana. This is detail in which we are offering prayer to everybody. Take as a detailed one. This is, today I'll teach you this one. Everybody knows this Prabhupada Pranam Mantra. Namo Vishnu Padaya. It means offering respects to Srila Prabhupada, who has taken shelter of lotus feet of Vishnu. Krishna Preshtaya is very dear to Lord Krishna. Srimate Bhaktivedanta, his name is Bhaktivedanta Swami. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Namaste Saraswati Deve, you are disciple of Saraswati Goswami. Gauravani Pracharine, you are teaching the message of Lord Chaitanya. Nirvishesha Shunyavadi. Nirvishesha means, philosophy which says that God has no form, no quality. Nirvishesha. Shunyavadi means more like Buddhism, atheism. Says everything one day becomes Shunya. So these two are major, deviations from the knowledge of God. Pashata Deshatarine, Prabhupada is delivering from people from this ignorance of Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, Pashata Deshatarine. Okay, so this we always chant before it begins. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashata Deshatarine. I think we should have, and all the groups which I form, like I will, Bhakti Vriksha groups we get, all there we ask how many volunteers are there for different things. So there we know these people are there. It's a website we want to develop who all know. So there are many software engineers only there who can help us. Chalo, good. Now let us go back to reading. So who will read now today?
Prabhuji, can I read?
Het, yes, Het. You read first. See, we are 9:40 now. Generally, we'll go for half an hour. So you also read 5 minutes. 6 people can read 5 minutes. Okay. Chalo, start.
Accompanied by the orders carriers of Lord Vishnu, Ajamila boarded an airplane made of gold. Passing through the airways, he went directly to the abode of Lord Vishnu, the husband of the goddess of fortune. Ajamila was a Brahmana who because of bad association had given up all Brahmanical culture and religious principles. Becoming most fallen, he stole, drank, and performed other abominable acts. He even kept a prostitute. Thus, he was destined to be carried away to hell by the order carriers of Yamraja. But he was immediately rescued simply by a glimpse of the chanting of holy name Narayana. Therefore, one who desires freedom from material bondage should adopt the process of chanting and glorifying the name, fame, form, and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, at whose feet all the holy places stand. One cannot derive the proper benefit from other methods such as pious atonement, speculative knowledge, and meditation in mystic yoga, because even after following such methods, one takes to fruitive activities again, unable to control his mind, which is contaminated by the base qualities of nature, namely passion and ignorance.
So, should take to the glorifying the name, fame. You see the power of such. It says even the glimpse means not only should see Nama when you chant, it had 3 stages. One stage of chanting of the Nama is basically the beginning stage. Nama Aparadha stage. We are chanting, but we are making various kind of offenses. The other stage is called Nama Bhas, where the offenses start reducing. And the next stage is called Shuddha Nam, where the chanting is so pleasing. So there are different stages of chanting. So this is not even reaching the stage of Shuddha Nam, just chanting Nama Bhasa or Nama Aparadha stage, but he was so much blessed. So how powerful is the chanting of the name? It's difficult. Don't you think it is so difficult to believe? Just by chanting Narayana, all the sin were removed from millions of births, isn't it? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because that's why I didn't tell you before, because you'll not believe it. So anybody who wants freedom from material bondage should adopt the process of chanting the name, fame. Not only the name, fame is the glories of the Lord, form, pastime. What do you talk about the Lord? Name. Any personality has these features: name, fame, form, pastimes. One cannot derive proper benefit other than such as pious other things. Okay, we cannot. Yes, 47, 48, hate.
Because this very confidential historical narration has the potency to vanquish all sinful reactions, one who hears or describes it with faith and devotion is no longer doomed to hellish life, regardless of his having a material body and regardless of how sinful he may have been. Indeed, the Yamadutas who carry out the orders of Yamaraja do not approach him even to see him. After giving up his body, he returns home, back to Godhead, where he is very respectfully received and worshipped.
So anybody who hears even this narration, what is the potency that is called Shruti Phala? Now you hear Bhagavad Gita any chapter, you hear Bhagavatam any chapter, there is so much Shruti Phala, there is so much blessings are there. When you hear newspaper, what is the Shruti Phala? You'll go to Naraka. What the newspaper will do? First thing they'll create anxiety. This happened. Now 50,000 people in India, oh, everything is doomed. So you read newspaper, they make money, showing all ads to you. What is the gain out of that? They don't give you any solution, simply create anxiety. There is no Shruti Phala, only waste of time. And then finally the solution, oh, one new beautiful actress has come, and simply waste your time. Simply waste. Just we should not spend more than 5 minutes seeing what is there. But if you hear Bhagavatam, so much benefit is there. See Shruti Phala. How much Shruti Phala is there? All your papa will destroy. Faith and devotion, you will not never go to Naraka if you hear Ajamila live. And then, however sinful person is, he will not go to Naraka. And Yamudutas will not even come near him. After giving up the body, if you hear the narration with faith, you will go back to Krishna Loka. And where he is very comfortably situated at Krishna's lotus. Yes. Last paragraph. 8.
While suffering at the time of death, Ajamila chanted the holy name of the Lord. And although the chanting was directed towards his son, he nevertheless returned home, back to Godhead. Therefore, if one faithfully and inoffensively chants the holy name of the Lord, where is the doubt that he will return to Godhead?
Okay. Is it clear, everybody? Is there any doubt? So beautiful this pastime. So.
No.
Chalo, now let us continue and read the next portion. Who will read that? Any volunteer?
Prabhuji, can I read?
I can read it, Prabhuji.
Okay, the one more person said who was the next in queue?
Prabhuji, can I read it?
What is your name?
Shushil.
Sushil. You wait. First, Mataji, let her read. Ladies first.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Chaudhary Mataji. Then will you chance for? What is your name?
Shushil.
Sushil. Okay. So 2 people in second in queue. Chalo. Now Yamaraja will instruct the messengers. So when you get time during the week, just read the whole pastime. Make notes. Any questions you write. Yes. Continue.
Text 1.
Yeah, who is reading?
King
Chaudhary?
Parikshit said, yes. Text 1. King Parikshit said, "O my lord, O Sukadeva Goswami, Yam Raja is the controller of all living entities in terms of their religious and irreligious activities. But his order had been foiled when his servants, the Yamadutas, informed him of their defeat by the Vishnudutas, who had stopped them from arresting Ajamila. What did he reply?
Okay.
Text 2.
Now let us understand this. So, this is a question. Parikshit Maharaj said, what happened? The Yamadutas must have been really depressed because they were pushed aside, told get lost. So they must have gone to Yamaraj. And what happened now at Yamapuri? What happened? There must have been real confusion there. Yes, text 2.
O great sage, never before has it been heard anywhere that an order from Yam Raja has been baffled. Therefore, I think that people will have doubts about this that no one but you can eradicate. Since that is my firm conviction, kindly explain the reason for these events.
Okay. So now, no one but you can, since the firm can kindly explain the reasons for this event. The order, generally Yamadutas and Vishnudutas don't see each other. Mostly 99.999% case, Yamadutas only come. Vishnudutas never come. Very rare Vishnudutas come, like once in a million case, where they take the person back to God. And when they come, Yamadutas don't come there. Okay. But now in this case, Yamadutas are actually, both have come, and Yamadutas have been pushed aside. So there is a shock. So very rare, they have been baffled. Yamaraja's order cannot be baffled in this world, but it has been baffled. So now what happens? Yamapuri, Parikshit Maharaj is asking. Yes.
Shukadeva Goswami replied, My dear king, when the order carriers of Yamaraja were baffled and defeated by the order carriers of Vishnu, they approached their master, the controller of Samyami Puri and master of sinful persons, to tell him of this incident. The Yamaduta said, Our dear Lord, how many controllers or rulers are there in this material world? How many causes are responsible for manifesting the various results of activities performed under the three modes of material nature, Sattva Guna, Raja Guna, and Tamoguna? If in this universe there are many rulers and justices who disagree about punishment and reward, their contradictory actions will neutralize each other, and no one will be punished or rewarded. Otherwise, if their contradictory acts fail to neutralize each other, everyone will have to be both punished and rewarded.
Okay. This is a very, very good question they have asked Yamaduta. Don't you feel so? What is this, we made a decision, this guy has to be punished. Another person says he doesn't have to be punished. There is total confusion. There should be one supreme ruler. Yamadutas continue.
The Yamadutas continued, since there are many different karmis or workers, there may be different judges or rulers to give them justice. But just as one central emperor controls different departmental rulers, there must be one supreme controller to guide all the judges. The supreme judge must be one, not many. It was our understanding that you are the supreme judge and that you have jurisdiction even over the demigods. Our impression was that you are the master of all living entities, the supreme authority who discriminates between the pious and impious activities of all human beings. But now we see that the punishment ordained under your authority is no longer effective, since your order has been transgressed by 4 wonderful and perfect persons. We were bringing the most sinful Ajamila towards the hellish planets, following your order, when those beautiful persons from Siddhaloka forcibly cut the knots of the ropes with which we were arresting him. As soon as the sinful Ajamila uttered the name Narayana, these 4 beautiful men immediately arrived and reassured him, saying, "Do not fear, do not fear. We wish to know about them from your lordship. If you think we are able to understand them, kindly describe who they are."
Okay. So they want to know who are they. 4 beautiful people came. And moment Ajamila chanted Narayana, don't fear, don't fear. See how Krishna is so loving and protecting his devotees. Don't worry. He was crying in fear actually. Don't fear. You have come. Kaunteya pratijani name bhakta. Krishna says, don't worry. I will always protect my devotees. So he's saying, what is the your use following a master like you? You are useless. Your order is transgressed. So nice. When Ajamila chanted, the 4 beautiful men came. Don't fear. Who are they people? And if you see, it's so nice. If we are able to understand them, then please describe. Yes. Text 11.
Shall I continue, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Ek second, huh? Okay, now from their mouth, did you notice the name Narayana came out? Yamudutas, not so pious. He engages everybody, Yamaraj, but the name Narayana, he was very happy. Yamaraj is also happy that these fellows also uttered the name Narayana. Yes.
Sri Shukadeva Goswami said, "Thus having been questioned, Lord Yamaraja, the supreme controller of the living entities, was very pleased with his order carriers because of hearing from them the holy name of Narayana. He remembered the lotus feet of the Lord and began to reply. Yamaraja said, "My dear servants, you have accepted me as the supreme, but factually I am not. Above me and above all the other demigods, including Indra and Kandra, is the one supreme master and controller. The partial manifestations of his personality are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, who are in charge of the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this universe. He is like the 2 threads that form the length and breadth of a woven cloth. The entire world is controlled by him, just as a bull is controlled by a rope in its nose." Just as the driver of a bullock cart ties ropes through the nostrils of his bulls to control them, the Supreme Personality of Godhead binds all men through the ropes of his words in the Vedas, which set forth the names and activities of the distinct orders of human society: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. In fear, the members of these orders all worship the Supreme Lord by offering him presentations according to their respective activities. Yamaraja, Indra, the king of heaven, Niti, Varuna, Kandra, the moon god, Agni, Lord Shiva, Pavana, Lord Brahma, Surya, the sun god, Vishvasu, the 8 Vasus, the Sadhyas, the Maruts, the Rudras, the Siddhas, the Marishi, and the other great rishis engaged in maintaining the departmental affairs of the universe, as well as the best of the demigods headed by Brihspati. The great sages headed by Bhrigu are all suddenly freed from the influence of the two base material modes of nature, namely passion and ignorance. Nevertheless, although we are in the mode of goodness, we cannot understand the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What then is to be said of others who, under illusion, merely speculate to know God?
So he has given the list of all the Devatas, Lord Shiva, Pavana, Brahma, Surya. He said it is beyond our capacity to understand God. God is so great. Okay. This is very nice. Now somebody else, who was the one in queue? Who was the person in queue who wanted to read? Rupa, who was wanting to read?
Sushil, I think so.
Ah, yes. Like to read? Come. Yeah, text 16, start. No, no. Yeah, please. We can't hear.
Now can you hear?
Yeah.
Limbs of the body cannot see the eyes. The living entities cannot see the Supreme Lord, who is situated at the super everyone's heart, not by the things, by the mind, by the life air, by thoughts within the heart, or by the vibration of words. Can the living entities ascertain the
There
real
is a glitch, Prabhu.
Yeah, the voice is bleaching. क्या हो रहा है? So the connection is weaker. Yes. Anybody else likes to read?
Prabhuji, can I?
What is your name, Mataji?
Rupali.
Yes, Mataji. Try. Thank you. There is some don't mind, na? Because there was some internet connection weakness. Yes, as the different limbs of the body.
As the different limbs of the body cannot see the eyes, the living entities cannot see the Supreme Lord, who is the situated at the super soul in everyone's heart, not by the senses, by the mind, by the life air, by the thought within the heart, or by the vibration of words, can the living entities ascertain the real situation of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is self-sufficient and fully independent. He is the master of everyone and everything, including the illusory energy. He has his form, qualities, and features, and similarly, his order carries the Vaishnavas, who are very beautiful, possess bodily features, trans transcendental qualities and transcendental nature almost like his. This always wander within this world with full independence.
ठीक है, self-sufficient and fully independent. This is the glorification Yamaraj is giving as a master of everyone. Self-sufficient. He doesn't need anybody's help. Fully independent. It's Swarat. Not depend on anybody. He's master of everyone, including illusion. He has his form, very beautiful form, qualities, features. Similarly, his order carries Vaishnava, very beautiful, but just bodily features, transcendental activity, transcendental nature, almost like him. Always wander the world with full independence.
The order carriers of Lord Vishnu, who is worshipped even by the demigods, possesses wonderful bodily features exactly like those of Vishnu and are very rarely seen. The Vishnu Dattas protect the devotees of the Lord from the hands of enemies, from the envious person, and even from my jurisdiction, as well as from natural disturbances. Real religious principles are enacted by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although fully situated in the modes of godness, even the great rishis who occupy the topmost planets cannot ascertain the real religious principles, nor can the demigods or the leaders of Siddhaloka, to say nothing of the asuras, ordinary human beings, Vaidyarasas and Karnas.
So this is very important shloka. this is the meaning. I'm just going to the shloka actually. See, dharmam tu shakshat bhagavat pranitam. This line is very important. Dharma means, Yamaraj is saying, what is dharma? He is an authority. Dharma is the orders of Krishna. Dharma is not imagination. Today, what has become a famous statement? Yatomat tatopat. Whatever you imagine, that is dharma. How can it be so? That is not dharma. Dharma means orders of God. Just like what are traffic laws made of the government. We don't make traffic laws. So people have this idea that dharma is, imagination. No. Dharma is directly the orders of the Lord. Okay, it's very nice, this point. All the foolish even great rishis who occupy the topmost planet cannot assert in the religious principle. Not easy to understand what is to be done, what is not. Nor can the demigod leader of Siddhaloka say nothing of the asuras, ordinary being, Vidyadharas and Chala. Now he gives a list. It's a very, very famous shloka which is quoted again and again in the Shastra. You can read this. Swayambhu Narada Shambhu Kumara Kapila Mano Prahlado Janako Bhishma Bali Vayasaki Mayam. Now Yamaraj is giving list of 12 authorities who are Mahajanas, who are really know what is dharma. First thing he says Brahma, he knows it. Second is Narada, who is son of Brahma and a great devotee. Shambhu, Lord Shiva knows what is dharma. Kumaras, the four sons of Brahma know. Kapila Muni, he Kapila, the incarnation of God. Kapil, not that atheistic Kapila, there are two Kapilas. Then Manu, this is refers to Swayambhu or Manu. Prahlado, everybody knows Prahlad. Janak, father of Mother Sita. Bhishma, the great authority. Bali, Bali. Vayasaki, Vedavyasa son, Shukadev Goswami, and Vayam, me, Yamaraj. These 12 people know what is dharma. They are the authority, the highest authorities of dharma. And listed by Yamaraja himself. Dwadasha ete vijanito. We know. So it's very important. Yeah, you can read the translation.
Lord Brahma, Bhagwan Narada, Lord Shiva, the four Kumaras, Lord Kapila, the son of Devanstuti,
No, Devahuti.
Devahuti, Swayambhu, Manu, Prahlad Maharaj, Janak Maharaj, grandfather Bhishma, Bali Maharaj, Shukadeva Goswami, and I myself know the real religious principle. My dear servants, this transcendental religious principle, which is known as Bhagavata Dharma or surrender unto the Supreme Lord and love for Him, is uncontentment by the material modes of nature. It is very confidential and difficult for ordinary human beings to understand, but if by chance one fortunately understand it, he is immediately liberated and thus the return home back to Godhead.
Now, at this, I'll just keep a note. I like to tell there are 6 kind of dharmas. Parodharma, Paradharma, Vidharma, Paradharma, Upadharma, and Chaladharma. Did I teach this in this forum?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay.
You taught in Bhagavad Gita classes.
Yeah, we taught in the Bhagavad Gita class. Beautiful. So anyway, the point is that real religious principle is only known to these people. Parodharma means which gives pleasure to the Lord. It's totally transcendental. That is what Gita and Bhagavatam teaches. But other dharma is Upadharma. Upadharma means sub-religious principle. Be nice, be good, ahimsa. That is one. So Upadharma is there. Then another one is Vidharma, sinful activity in the name of God. Some people do that. That's not good. Then there is one more called Vidharma, Paradharma, doing others' activities. You are a Brahmana, you want to do Kshatriya's activity. You have no training for that. Why you want to do that? Paradharma Bhayavaha. Then is Dharma Bhas. Just like I am wearing dress of Brahmachari and I give a class and after that is over, I smoke, I drink. That is called Dharma Bhas. Just pretentious religious, making a show in dress. Then is called Chaladharma, cheating. I tell you this is what Gita says, but Gita says something else. These are 6 kind of dharma. So real dharma is Paro Dharma. And Paro Dharma is actually realized and practiced by these 12 authorities. Therefore, he says these are the Mahajanas. They actually know about it. Yes.
Devotional Devotional service, beginning with the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, is the ultimate religious principle for the living entity in human society. My dear servant, who are as good as my sons, just see how glorious is the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. The greatly sinful Ajamila chanted only to call his son, not knowing that he was chanting the Lord's holy name. Nevertheless, by chanting the holy name of the Lord, he remembers Narayana, and thus he was immediately saved from the ropes of death.
Okay. So just see how glorious the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. The greatest sinful Anadamila chanted only to call his son, not knowing he was chanting the Lord's holy name. Nevertheless, by chanting the holy name of the Lord, he remembered Narayana, and thus he was immediately saved from the ropes. So he's telling everybody, for us also, how just see how glorious the chanting. He only chanted to call his son, not knowing that he's chanting the Lord's holy name. Nevertheless, he was saved. Therefore,
Therefore, it should be understood that one is easily relieved from all sinful reaction by chanting the holy name of the Lord and chanting of his quality and activities. This is the only process recommended for relief from sinful reactions. Even if one chants the holy name of the Lord, which improper pronunciation, he will achieve relief from material bondage if he chants without offenses. Ajamila, for example, was extremely sinful, but while dying, he merrily chanted the holy name. And although calling his son, he achieved complete liberation because he remembered the name of Narayana.
okay, he was so happy and blissful. But while dying, he chanted merely the holy name of the Lord, although he achieved the complete liberation. So see, everybody is glorifying the chanting of the holy name. So you may try other things, but only the process recommended is chanting the holy name. Okay.
Because they are
We will just jump.
25th.
And I'm just locating.
Yeah.
Okay, chalo, we go to 27.
My dear servants, please do not approach such devotees, for they have fully surrendered to the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are equal to everyone, and their narration are sung by the demigods and the inhabitants of Siddhaloka. Please do not even go near them. They are always protected by the club of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore Lord Brahma and I, and even the time factor, are not competent to chastise them.
To chastise them.
To chastise them.
Okay, do not approach such devotee. They are fully surrendered to the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of God.
Chastise.
So he's telling Yamadutas, don't go near devotees who have taken shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. And the devotees are so beautiful, they're equal to everyone. Even Devatas talk about them. Do not even go near them. They always protect the club of Supreme Personality Godhead. Even Brahma and I, even the time factor, not competent to chastise them. Yeah, then they're glorifying the devotees.
Paramhansas are exalted person who have no taste for material enjoyment and who drink the honey of the Lord's lotus feet. My dear servants, bring to me for punishment only persons who are averse to the taste of that honey, who do not associate with Paramhansas and who are attached to family life and worldly enjoyment, which form the path to hell.
Okay. So only bring that though do not associate with devotees or attached to material life, bring them here. A very nice 29th, you see the instruction. Yamaraja's order.
My dear servants, please bring to me only those sinful persons who do not use their tongue to chant the holy name and qualities of Krishna, whose heart do not remember the lotus feet of Krishna even once, and whose head do not bow down even once before Lord Krishna. Send me those who do not perform their duties towards Vishnu, which are the only duties in human life. Please bring me all such fools and rascals.
Okay, what kind of people who do not use their tongue? So somebody who doesn't want to chant, please remember here. Yamaraj says, bring all of them here. Who don't chant Hare Krishna, bring them all here. Heart don't remember the lotus feet of Krishna even once. Whose head don't even bow down. Send me those who do not perform their duties toward Vishnu, the only duties in human life. Please bring me all these fools and rascals. Then now beautiful Yamaraja prays to the Lord to forgive them. To Narayana, please forgive my Lord. Then
Then Yamaraja, considering himself and his servant to be offended, spoke as follows. Begin, pardon from the Lord. O my Lord, my servants have surely committed a great offense by arresting a Vishnu such as Ajamila.
Vaishnava.
Vaishnava, such as Ajamila. O Narayana, O supreme and oldest person, please forgive us. Because of our ignorance, we fail to recognize Ajamila as a servant of your lordship, and thus we have certainly committed a great offense. Therefore, with folded hands, we beg your pardon, my lord, since you are supremely merciful and are always full of good qualities. Please pardon us. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you.
So he's begging pardon, please forgive us, we did a great offense by arresting a Vaishnava such as Ajamila. O Narayana, supreme oldest person, please forgive us. We failed to recognize Ajamila as a servant of your lordship. We committed a great offense. Therefore, with folded hand, we beg your pardon. My Lord, since you are supremely merciful, always full of good qualities, please pardon us. We offer respectful obeisance unto you. Shukdev Goswami, continue. Yeah, one more person, any one person would like to read now?
Can I read, Prabhu?
Yes. Why, you don't want to see Yamudutas? Huh? Chalo, read.
Text, sure, Prabhu. Text
Just
31.
wait, let me kill the sound in the background. Today is continuous back-to-back class. Yeah.
Okay, Prabhu. Text 31.
Wait. Again, the sound has come back. Oh, yo. Yeah.
Please, Datu.
Chalo, continue.
Yes, Prabhu. Text 31. Sukadev Goswami continued. My dear king, the chanting of the holy name of the Lord is able to uproot even the reactions of the greatest sins. Therefore, the chanting of the Sankirtana movement is the most auspicious activity in the entire universe. Please try to understand this so that others will take it seriously. Text 32. One who constantly hears and chants the holy name of the Lord and hears and chants about his activities can very easily attain the platform of pure devotional service, which can cleanse the dirt from one's heart. One cannot achieve such purification merely by observing vows and performing Vedic ritualistic ceremonies.
So one constantly hears and chants. Wait a minute. So Shukdev Goswami is saying the chanting the holy name is approved reactions the greatest sin. Therefore, chanting the Sankirtana movement is the most auspicious activity in the entire universe. Please try to understand this so others will take it seriously. He's telling the king. One who constantly hears the chant of the holy name of the Lord and hears chant activities can very practice pure devotion which clean the dirt from one's heart. One cannot achieve such purification by observing vows and performing. So holy name is so powerful, you can get Krishna Bhakti. Yeah. Next.
Text 33. Devotees who always lick the honey from the lotus feet of Lord Krishna do not care at all for material activities. which are performed under the three modes of material nature and which bring only misery. Indeed, devotees never give up the lotus feet of Krishna to return to material activities. Others, however, who are addicted to Vedic rituals because they have neglected the service of the Lord's lotus feet and are enchanted by lusty desires, sometimes perform acts of atonement. Nevertheless, being incompletely purified, they return to sinful activities again and again.
So Vedic rituals people do, neglecting the holy name will not work. Holy name is the most effective process of purification. Yes, after hearing.
Text 34. After hearing from the mouth of their master about the extraordinary glories of the Lord and his name, fame, and attributes, the Yamadutas were struck with wonder. Since then, as soon as they see a devotee, they fear him and dare not look at him again.
Yamuta. So therefore, you put tilaka, kantimala, everything. Yamudutas don't come near; they run away. About devotee, they remember Ajamila instance and they run away. Yes, what is the last?
Text 35. When the great sage Agastya, the son of Kumbha, was residing in the Malaya hills and worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I approached him and he explained to me this confidential history.
Okay, beautiful. So you got so much benefit, so much Shruti Phala. Okay, now any questions are there? 10 minutes we can have any questions.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, I have one question.
Yeah.
प्रभुजी यहाँ पे 12 महाजन बताया हुआ है, उसमें व्यासदेव का नाम क्यों नहीं है?
नहीं है, बेटे का नाम है but व्यास का नाम नहीं है. But Vyasa, on one reason, he is God himself. He is the incarnation of God.
Okay.
He is Narayana himself. These are authorities. Vyasa is God. He is Narayana himself, or is in the category sometimes as a Shaktivesh Avatara also. So why the name of Vyasa is not there? That's the immediate answer I have. More we can study. But don't worry, he's a Guru Parampara Acharya, so he's already the authority. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Also, Prabhu, the sun god name is not there, whereas Manu name is there.
Swayambhuva Manu name is there. Yeah, 12 top authorities he has listed. Yamaraj, the Mahajanas. Yeah.
But the sun god only departed the knowledge to Manu, right?
Yeah.
And
in the Guru Parampara comes, he has selected 12 top people, Mahajanas. We have to
Prabhuji,
honor.
can you tell us about the 3 stages of chanting once more?
Okay. See, Nama Parada stage is the first stage when you are chanting. This is for people who are trying to chant. At this time, there are actually 10 kind of offenses that happen. Have you told in this group about 10 offenses?
No, Prabhuji.
Anybody who was there? This group is running since how long? This is first, how many weeks we had? Second week, no?
It's just a second week.
Okay.
Yes, second.
So somebody has to keep an Excel sheet or a paragraph, what all we discuss. So I know which all is missing. So I put it there. See, there are 10 kind of offenses we can make in chanting. Okay. I need to do this. I need people to work on the website. See, I have to search here and there. It's not properly done most of the time. Correct? Italy, nice, no? See, different places I search, but why can't we have? Can you see this now, everybody?
Yes.
So this is the first offense. The first offense is from nectar of devotion. First, last year the devotee is dedicated their life propagating the holy name of the Lord. The great acharyas like Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, Rupa Goswami, all the Goswamis should never offend them. They are very dear to the Nama. See, this offenses means try to understand the spirit. Nama is also the incarnation of God called Nama Prabhu. Correct? Just like you say Prabhu, actually you say Nama Prabhu is the incarnation of God. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated life to spreading the holy name hurts Nama. So we should not do that. One side you're trying to please the Lord by chanting his Nama, other side we hurt the great devotees. We should not do. Number 2, to consider names of demigods like Shiva, Brahma to be equal to independent name of Vishnu. We think, okay, chanting Kali, 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 Durga, Durga is same. Oh, you chant Krishna name, I chant Durga name. No, sir. It's a great offense to think like that. They're all servants of God. Why you're comparing them to God? Third, to discipline the order of spiritual master. Spiritual master gives so many guidelines of spiritual practices. Get up in the morning, correct? So many guidelines they give. We should not follow them, and that's also not good. Four, to blaspheme the Vedic literature in person the Vedic version, to speak against the Vedic, that is also not good. Fifth, to consider glory of the chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination. We should not do that. Correct. Six, to give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. Okay, first five are clear. We should not blaspheme with it. We should not speak against any literature, including some literature we speak about Devi Devata worship. We are not against it. We cannot offend it. We say the best thing is to directly worship the Lord. But somebody wants to worship Devi Devata, let him do that. But don't speak, okay, this is not banned. It's not intelligent. So all the and other part also, the Vedic literature overall, Gita, Bhagavatam should be respected. One side you're respecting the name of the Lord, other side you disrespect Vedic literature. That is not good. Fifth, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to imagination. Just like you're hearing this, once chanting name of Narayana, all Papa is destroyed of millions of earth. This is not possible. That is offense to think like that. Then to give interpretation of the holy name of the Lord. What is the Hare Krishna mantra? It's some nice raga. Hare, ki, na. Are you thinking in a material way why it gives some peace is because of some vibration? No. It is the vibration of the name of the Lord. To commit sinful extent to the chanting the holy name of the Lord, some people do that. It's not good. Okay, I'll smoke cigarette and drink, then I'll chant Hare Krishna. That is very great offense to use holy name like that. Okay. To consider chanting Hare Krishna one of the auspicious activities offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities. To compare Hare Krishna to some punya, no, it is $1 billion. We should never bring it at the level of punya. It is directly pleasure of the Lord. 9, to instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name. That's not good. We should never do that. Okay? Because why? He will laugh. He will laugh. We tell body weight of faithless, just chant Hare Krishna, that's all. Don't tell more. They will laugh. 10, to not a complete faith in chanting the holy names and to maintain mental attachment even after understanding so many instructions of the matter. To not a complete faith in the chanting and maintain mental attachment even after understanding so many instructions. These are called the 10 offenses. Okay? So this is when you are doing this kind of offenses and chanting, that is called Nam Aparadha stage. That's the beginning. But don't worry, by chanting only it will go. You keep chanting, you will advance and able to overcome this 10 offense. Then it's called Nama Bhasa stage, at which you are very attentively, peacefully chanting. You are free from offenses, but in the middle stage. Shuddha Nama stage is different. It is totally spiritual. You feel ecstasy in chanting. You are in so much intense spiritual happiness while chanting. It's very pleasing to the Lord. You're chanting out of love. And Namabhasa stage, you're chanting is Sataguna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. You're doing nice sadhana. Still there is sadhana. But Shuddha Nama, no sadhana. Krishna Prema. You feel immense love of Krishna while chanting. Okay, now this is clear. Nama Parada means making offenses. Nama Bhasa means clearing stages. Offenses are getting clear now. And Shuddha Nama means most pleasing to the Lord.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So generally when we chant in the temple, we always chant Shishtastaka and also we chant the 10 offenses to the holy name. Then we chant. Did I discuss Shishtastaka in this forum? No, no.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yes.
The very first day.
First.
Okay. Cheto Darpanamar. Anybody know Shishtastaka here?
Yes, Prabhu, I know.
Yeah. Very beautiful. Okay, now 3 more minutes, 10:26, 10:30, we should have a deadline to close. Nice, we have a beautiful group here. So please keep chanting. Isn't it nice? Do you like this? I want to read some stories for you first from Bhagavata. Then I will go to maybe plan interactive discussions every time. We will take some small passage from Shastra and then discuss. But I want to, you see what is happening when you're doing this. You're just like, suppose you're building a 3D model. What are you building? A 3D model. You need so many snaps from all angles. So when you, even just by reading the stories, your whole idea is automatically getting developed. Hana? Because the stories are having all pure knowledge. So your all idea about Krishna consciousness getting developed. Then we will go to stage by stage discussion of different things. And in the meantime, please keep building your chanting. As you hear Ajamila's story now, I think everybody will be encouraged to chant more or to at least maintain your chanting, isn't it?
Prabhuji,
Very
today we have done till 35 text. So we have covered the Ajamila story. From the next Friday onwards, it is something new or will continue still Ajamila?
We finished. That
Acha,
is
we have finished.
the
Okay.
chapter.
Chapter is
I want to
okay.
do something else. We will do, remind me, we will do next week Bali Maharaj.
Bali Maharaj. Okay.
See, all of these are
I'll-
success stories and they encourage devotees. Anna? So like 3-4 weeks, let us say 4 weeks, let us do like this. Read some stories and be very happy. Okay? And a lot of philosophy is coming in this, lot of philosophy. And once your tools are ready, when you have understood the fundamentals very clearly, you can even quote, see, Prahlad said that, we read that in this Leela. So 4 weeks we will do, so 2 weeks are over now. 2 more weeks of stories we will do. Then we will go to analysis because you now have tools are ready. And by that time, your chanting would have increased everybody. Or you would have maintained the chanting. And by that time, our Janmashtami is also coming.
Prabhuji, you said about Sanat Kumara, so we will discuss.
Oh, Sanat Kumara, Vaikuntha. You want to see Vaikuntha?
That is what you said, told the last week. After completing Ajamila, we will do Sanat Kumara.
Yeah,
You
that
told.
is one week we will do Sanat Kumara, 1 week we will do, we did today Sanat Kumara in our afternoon batch.
Oh.
Vaikuntha. And we should also discuss hell one day.
Right.
Yes,
You'll not sleep for 2-3 days, I can tell you after reading that. Oh, Krishna, Krishna. Now I'm chanting. No, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I did some mistake. Hare Krishna. There is severe punishment in hell for every transgression of the Vedic rules. So you say, Krishna, please forgive me. We don't ask, devotee don't ask forgiveness from the Lord. They are ready. My Lord, whatever you feel is good, you make me a nice devotee. You, whatever is needed, please proceed. Isn't it? We should surrender like that, or we should ask Krishna, sorry, sorry.
Should surrender.
Yes. Whatever you want, my Lord, proceed. I am at your lotus feet. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Please keep chanting. 16 round. Hey, Dharmesh ji there, he chants 16 round. Bhagavad Acharya chanting 16 round. Anybody else is chanting 16?
Prabhuji, 16 rounds means one round is for 108 times, correct?
Yes. Yes. That's 16
Prabhuji, yesterday I did one round only for 1 hour.
How you're chanting? Singing?
No, not singing.
No. Chanting should take roughly 10 minutes, like this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. See, this is the mala. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This will take you 9-10 minutes. You still do faster. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This will take 7-8 minutes. Generally, I do 7-8 minute chanting, but in the beginning, if you're chanting faster, just be a little careful. Don't miss the word. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna. We people chant what all they chant. Such a simple mantra, they make khichdi out of that also.
Okay.
Chalo.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Kripa Satyava Evacha Bhaktanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Anantapudi Vaishnavindaki Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.